Welcome back to Season 3 of Fast Facts Live. I'm your host, your quiz master of ceremonies, Dan O'Keefe, joined as always by our producer and graphic extraordinaire, Tom Hillmeyer. How are you, Tom?
I'm good. You're not holding the mic close enough to your
I
mouth.
am holding it where you told me to hold it.
Hold a little closer.
Sir. This is my mic, so I can do that.
There
I
you
don't
go.
have to worry about
There you go. Right there.
We've gotten off to a great start,
It's
ladies
such
and
a
gentlemen.
sensitive microphone, but only in a specific spot.
Yeah, this microphone was created for the video game Rock Band on literally the PlayStation 2. Obviously, we are working with the highest quality equipment here at Fast Facts Live. Also joining us, unable to be shown on screen because, yes, we would all turn to stone, is Charty. Hi, Charty. Ah, that was terrifying.
That was a good test.
It was.
Good testing.
Thank you. So you may notice that we had a new intro and new graphics, and you'll see some more new fun things as we go through the game. That was all Tom. Literally everything. And it's fantastic. So good job, Tom.
Thanks.
Very proud of you. My son is growing up to be so good at things. Anyways, you want to see some more fun stuff? Let's go over the rules.
Oh boy.
So there are 5 rounds of 5 questions each. And there's a Hail Mary question at the end. You have 30 seconds for each question. No more, no less. You have a double or nothing, 1 category. Double the points if you get them all right. Send in all your answers like this to Charty. And do not cheat, or Charty will eat you. And of course, we have 5 rounds of 5 questions each as we wrap back around to the beginning of that graphic again. That was another fun graphic, Tom.
Thanks.
Good job.
I had it repeat 3 times because you usually ramble during these, so
Well, I realized that, and that's why I started leaning over, just
Yeah.
because I could see it on your screen. So I was like, wait, I could just read along with it?
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you could have always done that.
You know, now that we're in the 3rd season, I'm finally figuring out, how this works and what I'm doing. Also, I love that our seasons are like British seasons of television. 6 episodes.
They're miniseries.
Actually, if we're in England, they're just series.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to watch the 94th season of Doctor Who. Hi,
Well,
Brian. Hi, Trish.
We do it around the weeks that we can't do it.
Yeah, that's really it. And
We
somehow
can
it's
do it in
always-
like 6 to 7 week chunks.
Yeah. And then one of us is busy. Because last week, Tom,
Yeah.
where were you?
I was in scenic, beautiful Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
What were you doing there?
The Experimental Aircraft Association every year hosts the world's largest air show, and they couldn't do it this year for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So,
There are no more planes.
yeah,
That's why they couldn't
all the
host it.
planes exploded. No, but we usually, the company I work for normally controls and live streams the monitors and video boards around that shoot the air show, and we live stream it to the internet. So we can't do that this year, but they hired us to basically set a week of programming of a bunch of pre-recorded interviews and some live interviews and that sort of thing to like give some sort of air show content.
That's cool.
So there were astronaut interviews, there were air show performer-ish interviews, and old air show footage. So I sat behind a computer for 6 hours straight, 6 days straight, watching 8 hours of footage every day.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants to find that anywhere, can they?
EAAtogether.org is where all of it is.
You hear that, folks? EAAtogether.org.
I also just realized that I didn't flip the camera,
Uh-huh.
so when I'm looking at you, I'm looking that way.
Oh!
So I'm going to look this way, which is not at you, but in the video it looks like it's looking at you.
Wow. I hate it.
It's new
It's
graphics.
great.
It's new graphics.
It's new.
I
We'll
haven't
figure it
figured
out. We'll get it turned around. Anyways, we're going to go over all the teams that we got in here. Charty, do we have them all listed? So, in alphabetical order, let's go over every team. We've got Bambus, Creed Thoughts. We had to cut your name short because any periods or slashes or anything messes with the system. So you're just Creed Thoughts now. Dirty Dan's Fun Little Thumb Fun Run. Dirty Pat featuring Mama Bear and baseball cards. Dungeon Daddies. The very creatively named Enter team name here. Heart-shaped box. Let's get crackin'. No curds for you. Noon. Philly Philly. Quiz Cats. The Last Great American Dynasty. Traumatic Pajama Day. Under Construction, and The Right Winks. Hi everyone. Thanks for playing. Let's get into round one. And round one is...
Oh, hold on.
I
I thought you were going to go over the prize.
Oh. Well, we didn't have a slide, so honestly, I forgot that we had a prize.
We do have. I have a slide on here, just not on there.
Our prize. Anyways, yes, we have a prize. It is a $10 Amazon gift card to the winner of this week's edition of Fast Facts Live. Why? Because we want to reward you for being with us and listening to us and surviving this hour every week. Oh, we want to reward you for being with us and just being great people, everyone. Thank you for being you. No, anyways, let's get ready to rumble!
They can't see you.
Oh, I don't care. Okay. Yeah, you have a $10. If you win, you get $10 from Amazon, from us. That's in replacement of the Certificate of Champiosities, because I just didn't make them. Whoops.
Are we going to the first?
Let's get into the first round.
Okay.
And the first round is Brando Old Fashioned. It's all about the late, great, hard to work with, but good actor Marlon Brando and the late, great, hard to work with, but good actor State of Wisconsin. Anyways, first question. Brando played Colonel Kurtz in Apocalypse Now in 1979. In the film, what were his dying words? You have 30 seconds. Good luck. Moving on to question number 2. Everyone knows that Wisconsin is on the coast of Lake Michigan. You hear that? Everyone. Even you. But what other Great Lake does it touch? Question number 3. Marlon Brando had 11 children, or 12 if you count me. Sorry, if you count his son Clark Kent, when he played what role in Superman in 1978? Moving on to question number 4. Wisconsin's landscape was shaped by glaciers, leaving behind what 2 specific landforms? You get 1 point for each. If you get them both right, you get 2 points. If you get neither of them right, you get 0 points, because that's how numbers work. And moving on to question number 5. Brando's most famous role was in The Godfather in 1972 as Vito Corleone, who held what position in the Corleone crime family? You could have been a contender. You got 30 seconds. And that is the end of our first round, our Brando old-fashioned round. Before we move on to the next round, I'll just go back. No, now I'll go forward. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to keep it here. Send in your answers to Charty. Send them all in as one text. If you think that you did really well, do double or nothing on it. If you think that you didn't do really well, don't do double or nothing on it. I kind of want to throw in a nothing or double category where if they think they did terribly, they can do nothing or double, and if they get them all wrong, they can... Like, you had to actually give us actual guesses. You couldn't just give us, like, ham.
Well, we'd have to tell them that after they send their answers in. So they're actually trying.
Yeah. We kind of showed our hand here, didn't we?
Well, no. I didn't say we would do that.
I don't know. I just thought of it. Anyways, yeah, send in your answers to Charty. Double or nothing if you want. Now let's move on to round two. The haves and the have-nots. As you can tell by the background video, it's all about knots.
Let's hope this one loops.
Yeah, let's hope this is a short video. Anyways, question number one. What kind of knot is being shown here in this diagram? You have 30 seconds. Don't worry, that's the only diagram that you have to figure out. Question number two. The loops in a shoelace knot are sometimes referred to as what animal appendage? Moving on to question number three. What trick knot inspired the name of a heavy metal band whose songs include the very peppy Psychosocial and the Call Out to Love, Wait and Bleed? After this category, if you're looking for something fun, look up Psychosocial Baby, which mixes this band's heavy metal song Psychosocial with Justin Bieber's Baby. It's a fun time for everyone. Question number four. The half Windsor knot is the most common way to tie what piece of formal clothing? 30 seconds. And now for the fifth and final question in Knott's Berry Farm. A whipping knot is a knot used to prevent what in a rope? And that is the end of our nautical category. Ha ha ha! Golly, I'm so
Please stop.
funny. Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send in your answers to Charty. If you think you did very well, double or nothing. If you didn't use it in the first round. If you think you did not do very well, don't. Seek help. We'll be back in a little bit with the answers to rounds 1 and 2 and some more fun here on Fast Facts Live. So don't go anywhere. We won't. Hey everyone, it's me. I'm sorry. But we're still Fast Facts Live, and for that, that's good. Let's go over the answers for rounds 1 and 2, shall we?
Sure.
For Brando Old Fashioned. Look at that video in the background. Isn't that grand? First question was, Brando played Colonel Kurtz in Apocalypse Now in the film. What were his dying words? No, it wasn't Rosebud. It was... the horror. Not the horror, either. That's for bar mitzvahs. Number 2, everyone knows that Wisconsin is on the coast of Lake Michigan, but what other Great Lake does it touch? Eerily, Lake Superior. Marlon Brando had 11 children, or 12 if you count his son, Clark Kent, when he played what role in Superman from 1978? Marlon Brando got paid $5 million for 12 minutes of screen time in Superman playing Jor-El. His name is Jor-El. What a silly name. Wisconsin's landscape was shaped by 2 glaciers, leaving behind what 2 landforms? Probably more than 2 glaciers. I just read that wrong. They are kettles and moraines, or as the rest of the world calls them, hills and valleys. But we only give credit for kettles and kettles and remains. And Brando's most famous role was in The Godfather as Vito Corleone, who held what position in the Corleone crime family? He was the Don. Meanwhile, I am the Dan. The lowest hanging fruit.
That was bad.
It was like carrots. You had to dig it up. Before we move on to round 2, as I mentioned before, look at those videos in the background. That's another new improvement. All from Tom. His idea. We changed the software, so hopefully there are less issues with my tippity-tappeting, but there's already been one.
We're also in high definition now.
Yes. Can you see my pores?
Yes, they can.
That's good.
And we're switching to an 8K camera tomorrow.
Are we going to be streaming in 8K?
Yeah, I think YouTube only supports 4K.
I also don't think that our Wi-Fi could handle it.
It might.
We do not have that upload speed, Tom.
My computer would die before.
Yeah.
It's already struggling with this.
Yes. So anyways, round 2, the haves and the have-nots. I'm sorry for the first question, which was what kind of knot is being shown here. Obviously, none of you were in my high adventure class at Glenbrook North High School, because that is a classic rock climbing knot, the bowline knot. Could I tie it now? Definitely not.
Are you not belay certified?
Oh, no. I was 5 years ago when I took that class. Not now.
That's unfortunate.
I know. The loops in a shoelace knot are sometimes referred to as what animal appendage? Not the rabbit's foot, but the bunny ears. What trick knot inspired the name of the heavy metal band whose songs include Psychosocial and Wait and Bleed? Which I always want to sing to the tune of Taste and See, the church hymn. Taste and see. Take and see. Take and drink.
My family sings that song before every meal when we're together. Like my extended family.
This is my body
Not the full thing,
given
just
up
like the
for
first
you. No, it is Slipknot. Anyways, we just sang a church hymn and then went to Slipknot.
I forgot we hadn't said the answer yet.
Thank you for watching Fast Facts Live. Send all letters to the Vatican. Question number 4. The half-Windsor knot is the most common way to tie what piece of formal clothing? That is the necktie, not the bow tie, just the necktie. And finally, a whipping knot is a knot used to prevent what in a rope? That is fraying in a rope. Keeping it from going all loosey-goosey. With that, we're going to give a score update very quickly just of the top 5 teams. And due to it being early in the game, we actually have 8 top 5 teams. So, in no particular order, we have Dirty Dan's Fun Little Thumb Run, Dungeon Daddies, Bambus, Dirty Pat featuring Mama Bear and baseball cards, Quiz Cats, No Curds for You, Let's Get Crackin', and Right Wings. All 9 of you teams are in the top 5 places. Congrats. Let's move on to round number 3. which is, let's go to paradise. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda.
Bahama.
Come on, pretty mama. Let's go to question 1. And it says that the South Pacific island of Fiji is a major tourist hub and sees the most annual tourists from which nearby country? You have 30s. Aruba, Jamaica. Anyways, now that my Beach Boys phase has passed, let's move to question number 2. Due to tourism, the Seychelles tops the list with the highest number of what stat per capita on the continent of Africa? That rhymed. You have 30 seconds. Moving on to question number 3. Isla Maritas National Park is often referred to as the Hidden Beach and is located in what North American country? Let's go forward to question number 4, which reads, the Maldives are a chain of 26 atolls in the Indian Ocean, a formation that's also referred to as what? And question number 5, Tahiti is the most populous island of what overseas collective in the Central Pacific? And if you get every question right, you get a free trip to Tahiti
Hey.
that you pay for.
Hey.
30 seconds. And that brings us to the end of round 3 of this week's edition of Fast Facts Live. Send in your answers to Charty. Double or nothing if you really like to travel. Not even if you got them all right or wrong, just if you really like to travel, double or nothing. Because honestly,
It sucks right now.
this is the game where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Except for the fact that they do.
They do matter.
They're worth the $10 Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
I also love how we went on break and I didn't flip my camera back. So I'm still looking this way.
No, we just really like both of us looking that way when we talk to each other. I'm just gonna start not making eye contact with you to make it just slightly off. Like I'm looking towards you. Yeah, I'm looking right there. Also, Tom wanted me to plug something, so I'm going to plug something right now. And that thing is Patreon.
Oh.
What is Patreon, you may ask? Patreon is a way to directly give us your money. I bet you've just been sitting around in your gold vault, diving into your money like Scrooge McDuck and thinking, I have no more room for new money. What am I going to do? Give it to us directly. Cut out the middleman. Money can be exchanged for goods and services, and let me tell you, we are both good and a service. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about this. If you want to help support the show, you can become a patron on Patreon. We have, I think, 4 tiers? 3 tiers of different levels of support. Your support would help us get better equipment, shut me up, get more prizes.
The whole point is not to shut you up.
We can purchase hair dye with that money. There really isn't any oversight on what we do with the money.
Well,
I mean, we have to give. There are rewards also if you sign up, but once you give us your money and you do the rewards, we can kind of do anything we want with it. I'm making a really good pitch right now for you guys to give us your hard-earned money.
All of the money is going back into the show.
Yeah. 45% of the money is going back into the show.
What?
All 45%.
No, well, how about this? The more people that join, the better the prizes become.
Ah, that's good.
There you go. And the cheapest
Should have said that.
The cheapest level is $1 a game.
Cool.
I can tell you prepped.
I did. You can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/fastfactslive. If that's not the correct URL, it's the correct URL. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming. But first, give us more money with another Patreon ad. No, I'm kidding. Let's move on to round 4. Round 4 is TV shows by theme song. The musical side of television. The background video for this category, I went on Google and Googled failed TV pilot. And then I saw a YouTube playlist and clicked the first one. I don't know what it is. I think it was on ABC. Anyways, first question. I Fight Dragons perform Rewind, the theme to what retro ABC sitcom? 30 seconds. Moving on to question number 2. Pratt and McLean scored a top 5 hit in 1976 with the theme to which sitcom based right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Tom and I were just watching the video in the back. It's a whole 23-minute pilot. We were just watching and trying to figure out who anyone is. We don't know. Tell you what, new Patreon tier. If you give us $45 a month, we will tell you who are in the cast of failed pilots. Anyways, question number 3. The CSI franchise all used theme tunes by what classic rock band? Moving on to the next question. The fourth movement of the William Tell Overture, everybody's favorite movement, was used as the theme song to what 50s Western show with a solitary main character? And our fifth question. What promiscuous Canadian band recorded the theme song to the promiscuous Big Bang Theory? And that brings us to the end of the TV shows by theme song category. We still didn't figure out what was going on in the background or who any of those actors were. We said it looked like a discount Michael J. Fox from Spin City. It being the man who was the main character. Anyways, send your answers to our It, Charty, with Double or Nothing if you think you did really well. I'm speaking directly to you, Dr. Keeler. It was a TV category. You should have gotten 5 out of 5. We'll be back in a little bit with the answers to rounds 3 and 4, a scoring update, round 5, and our Hail Mary question, all here on Fast Facts Live. Don't you go anywhere! Well, would you look at that, folks? I'm still here, and you are too. You know what that makes us? Best friends. And you know what best friends do? Give money, but it's only a one-way street. Give us your
Well-
money.
It's not necessarily a one-way street.
If you win,
They could win.
we'll give you money that can only be used at one store. Jeff's store.
Oh. I thought that was going to turn into a rant about like mining towns and mining company towns and how they treated their workers like crap.
my soul to the company store.
Yeah, and you have company stores.
Yeah, soon we're going to be launching the Fast Facts company store, and that will be the only place that you can purchase any goods or services from in life.
Ever. Yeah,
Anyways,
we provide all.
speaking of us, let's go back to the game and give the answers. Round 3, let's go to paradise. I sang this category. The South Pacific island of Fiji is a major tourist hub and sees the most annual tourists from which nearby country? That is Australia, down under. Due to tourism, the Seychelles, or as I like to call them, seashells, tops the list with the highest number of what stat per capita on the continent of Africa? I said that capita and Africa rhymed. They don't, but it's a slant rhyme, so I'll say they do. The answer is GDP, gross domestic product. Question number 3. Isla Marietas National Park is often referred to as the Hidden Beach and is located in what North American country? North American countries. Take your best shot. It's Mexico. I thought it was Canada.
They have national parks.
In Spanish?
What?
Yes, my favorite Spanish country, Quebec. The Maldives are a chain of 26 atolls in the Indian Ocean, a formation that's also referred to as what? Of course, the word that everybody knows how to pronounce very well. They are an archipelago. Archipelago. Charbelago.
It's like that scene in
Gal Gadot.
Bruce Almighty where he's yapping and
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Or it's like the Pink Panther trying to pronounce Umbergal.
yes,
Yes. Archipelago.
classic comedy.
Yes, I learned this from the Pokemon Indigo Island series from the anime because I am cultured. And number 5, Tahiti is the most populous island of what overseas collective in the Central Pacific? Sounds like a commune, but no. It's French Polynesia. Bonjour. I don't know. Round 4, TV shows by theme song. I Fight Dragons, a band from Northbrook, Illinois, perform Rewind, the theme song to what retro ABC sitcom? That is The Goldbergs. Question number 2. Pratt and McLean scored a top 5 hit in 1976 with the theme song to what sitcom based in Milwaukee? Oh boy. So many of you were so close. No, it's not Laverne and Shirley. It is simply Happy Days. You went too far. Pull back. Question number 3. The CSI franchise all use theme tunes by what classic rock band? Oh, you know who it is. Who? Yeah! Bow, 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 bow. Thank you for coming to our concert. You can support us on Patreon. That's another perk.
Patreon.com/MasterXLive.
Our $55 a month perk. We will perform a concert by The Who for you once a month. Nay, once a day. Question number 4. What show is in the background? And the answer is, we didn't look it up. The 4th movement of the William Tell Overture was used as the theme song to what 50s Western show with a solitary main character? Solitary being the key word, although he wasn't very solitary. He's the Lone Ranger. Because Tonto. How could you forget Tonto? And question number 5. What promiscuous Canadian band recorded the theme song to The Big Bang Theory? Promiscuous like Sheldon Cooper. Bare Naked Ladies. What a fun band.
Great band.
Before we move on to round 5, let's give a scoring update real quick. And in no particular order, the top 5 teams are the Right Winks, Dirty Dan's Fun Little Thumb Fun Run, Let's Get Crackin', Dungeon Daddies, and enter team name here. However, pretty much every team is still in the race. Some aren't. but most of you are. So, really, it's a toss-up. It's a
Really?
grab bag. It's whatever you want it to be.
Really?
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 Cool.
Let me tell you. Ooh, that one hurt. Well, let's move on to our final category, everybody's favorite category, grab bag. I can't read. Question number 1, what's a group of oysters called? Question number 2. The Sundance Film Festival was co-founded by Robert Redford. Some people have said that I look like Robert Redford. Mostly the blind, but some people. And was named after his classic character, which he teamed up with what infamous outlaw? Portrayed by Paul Newman. You have 30 seconds. Moving right along to question number 3. What does the S in Harry Truman stand for? On to question number 4. Canada, you know, the Spanish-speaking Canada, isn't allowing the MLB to play in its borders, so the Toronto Blue Jays are temporarily playing home games. Well, they're planned to be temporarily playing home games. In what city? 30 seconds. About as long as... And our 5th and penultimate question. Taylor Swift's surprise album, in lowercase, so I have to say it like this, Folklore, was the largest first-day release for a female artist on Spotify, and the lead single shares the name with what knitted garment? And that brings us to the end of our grab up toss bag category. Send in your answers to Charty. If you haven't used your double or nothing yet and you feel real confident in all these answers, use it or lose it. It's that simple. Gonna give you a brief second before we move on to our Hail Mary. Of course, thank you for playing. We're glad that you're here. Couldn't do this without you. I don't really have a joke there. That was being sincere, so I apologize for the sincerity. Do you have anything you want to say, Tom?
I don't think so. My computer's struggling a little bit.
No.
Well, it's just sluggish. It's not crashing or anything.
Okay, that's good. Just to give you a little... we're going to give you a brief moment, again, before we move on to the Hail Mary question. If you go outside, wear a mask. It's just the right thing to do.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any mask. Batman mask. Horse mask. We should make Charty masks. Have people send in what they think Charty looks like? Hey,
We can.
$100 tier on Patreon.
Well,
You have to do the work for us. You pay us $100, and you also design things. Can we do that?
I have a. How do I put this? I can make masks. It's not difficult.
Do you hear that?
Would you buy a Charty mask?
Would you buy a Charty mask? Don't text us that in until after the game, if you would. Because, you know, we are dirty capitalists. Mm-hmm.
We're clean capitalists.
I've never showered.
I believe that.
Okay, let's go to the Hail Mary question.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the
There we go.
Hail Mary question. It's worth 50% of your score if you get it right, but nothing if you get it wrong. Now I'm just singing the background music for Halo. Anyways, which European country tries to avoid conflict just so much that during World War II they rigged their entire border with explosives, which could seal off the country in case of invasion? You have 30 seconds. And that is our Hail Mary question. I love that music, that intro to the Hail Mary question with the stairs and everything. Chef's kiss.
Thanks.
Could we use Stairway to Heaven?
No stairway.
I thought you were gonna, no stairway, no heaven. Just two.
No, just no stairway.
So if we cut the song, it just says, to heaven. If we cut out all the instances of stairway. Okay, I don't know. We'll be back in a little bit with the answers and the winner of this week's edition for Fast Facts Live. Please don't leave. We love you. Hi everyone! We're back. We're here with the answers for Fast Facts Live. Let's just get into it.
Let's just jump into
Let's
it.
just jump in. Like Corbin Blue. 4-hour toss bag. What's a group of oysters called? We say a bed, but we will also accept a
Reef.
reef.
A reef and a colony.
A reef, a colony, and a bed. Somewhere there's a Karnak the Magnificent joke in there, but I'm too young
A reef,
for
a
that.
colony, and a bed. I'll walk into a bar.
It hurts.
It hurts.
The bartender says, why the long face? Anyways, question number 2. The Sundance Film Festival was co-founded by my alter ego, Robert Redford, and named after his classic character where he teamed up with what infamous outlaw portrayed by Paul Newman? That was, of course, Butch Cassidy, and Robert Redford played Tonto. Question number 3. What does the S in Harry S. Truman stand for? Nothing. His middle name is just S. Tom and I had a disagreement about whether there should be a period in that question or not. We were both correct. No, he was correct that it didn't matter. I was saying, no, there can't be a period. He was right, I was wrong. But to save face, I was right. Anyways, Canada isn't allowing the MLB to play in its borders, so the Toronto Blue Jays are temporarily playing home games in what city? Buffalo, New York. You know what Taylor Swift always says? Welcome to Buffalo. It's been waiting for you. Speaking of Taylor Swift's surprise album, Folklore, was the largest first-day release for a female artist on Spotify, and the lead single shares a name with what knitted garment? You could say it's sweater weather, because it's a cardigan. Does she ever have a song with The Neighborhood?
Yeah.
Tom says yes, Chardy says no, I say Folklore. Anyways, the Hail Mary question. Which European country tries to avoid conflict so much that during World War II, they rigged their entire border with explosives, which could seal off the country in case of invasion? That was Switzerland. That's right. Switzerland could have gone boom at any second, but they didn't. And because we have an out-and-out winner, I can give you what our tiebreaker question would have been. What year did Switzerland say they finally dismantled all of their border bombs? By the way, listen to my new band, Border Bombs, streaming exclusively on Zillow. They said they dismantled all their border bombs in 2014. Now, let's give you our winner for this week. The first week that we played for money. What a fun week this was. In last place, tied for last with 0 points, we have Creed Thoughts and Noon. In 15th place, we have the last Great American Dynasty at 12. You were almost correct in being the last. In 14th place, we have Philly Philly with 13 points. Bambus is in 13th place with 16.5 points. In 12th place, No Curds For You has 17 points. Tied in 9th place with 18 points, we have Enter Team Name Here, Heart-Shaped Box, and Scavoni Baloney. Scavagna Bologna, otherwise. In 8th place, we have Let's Get Crackin' with 19 points. Tied in 6th place with 21 points, we have Dirty Pat featuring Mama Bear and baseball cards, and Quiz Cats. Tied in 4th place, we have Traumatic Pajama Day and Under Construction. Tied in 2nd place, we have Dirty Dan's Fun Little Thumb Fun Run and the Right Winks, which means in 1st place, with a runaway total of 34.5 points, we have the Dungeon Daddies. Congratulations to the Dungeon Daddies. We will get in contact with you on how to give you your Amazon gift card. Congrats! Spend it on whatever you want, so long as it's under $10. And thank you to everybody for playing this week. Fast Facts Live couldn't be what it is without you, so always thank you for your support. Thank you, Tom, for producing. Great job. Thank you, Chardy, for keeping score. Great job. And again, thank you for playing. I'm Dan O'Keefe. I'll still be Dan O'Keefe next week. Come back for another edition of Fast Facts Live. Same fact time, same fact channel. Be safe, have fun, wear a mask. Bye-bye.